Hello, how are y'all? I've had this book and card set, The Oracle of the Goddess, for a long time. It says Revelations, Reflections, and Rites of Passage from the Great Goddess to you. And I haven't really done a whole lot with it. And I think it's time because some of the things that I want to work on next year have to do with things that... Okay. So, Amy Zerner and Monty Farber are the ones who produced the Enchanted Tarot, which is the very first tarot deck that I got. And I like stuff by them. I actually have something else by them. I think they're affirmation cards. I'm going to start going through some of this stuff because I think it's important. So what we're going to do, and look at this book, isn't it gorgeous? I've already done a page, set out to start doing more of this. I have this to do. These were my tarot scopes for this week. This is some writing I've been doing about the depth year. These were the December cards that I pulled that I showed in the video, and this is my December page. Let's go back to here, because after I do this, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do this on camera. That'd be boring. It's only so much writing you really want to watch. O Oracle of the Goddess, please answer my question. By speaking these words, you take part in a tradition that stretches back before the dawn of recorded time, a tradition that is renewed with each question you ask. For thousands of years, these words were spoken in virtually every language by seekers of higher knowledge. Hello. So this is a bit different. I know, it's a bit different. But I'm going to switch things up a little because I want you to kind of see what I was doing right here, but it didn't turn out quite the way that I wanted, or maybe that's not it at all. It didn't, the cards, it didn't resonate with me. Doing the thing that they tell you to do is what really didn't resonate with me. I can learn from the cards. I can look at the cards. I probably will continue to look at the cards and look stuff up in the book to get more information and just kind of play around with them to learn more about goddesses. And I will continue. What you're going to see in a little bit, some things that actually did work better, but these did not really work. For the head card, I ended up pulling Pasawi, which is the goddess of endurance, and it says, think unbiasedly. I ended up pulling Aphrodite for the heart, feel peaceful. Goddess of affection. For the home, I pulled Lakshmi, and she's the goddess of wisdom, and it says expand awareness. And what I got from this were quite a few things. I thought, learn the value from the past. Think unbiasedly. Don't let some of the things that have happened in the past affect my judgment now. If I really want to feel peaceful in my heart, I have to let go of some things. And expand my awareness. That pretty much was self-explanatory. What I'm going to talk about, though, is for a few minutes while you see me doing this with the cards. I looked at, towards the end of this, the goddesses that really spoke to me. I have been seeing deer lately everywhere. Squirrels, which is pretty par for the course, but it's getting colder weather. But I looked at some of the goddesses, and Artemis really stood out to me. Aphrodite. Those have been speaking to me for a while, but Artemis has really been calling to me, and I'm not quite sure. I'm going to be doing a deity thing pretty soon to find out some more about that. But right now, I sort of just to the universe, to the higher power, to the Lord and Lady, to God and Goddess. But I have been lately, for a long while, I was seeing red birds. Red birds. Oh my goodness, the red birds. For a while, I saw birds. Just birds everywhere. Every time I turned around, we ended up putting a bird feeder, a bird house in our backyard. We ended up getting bird feed. David and I both were just really we were amazed by the birds. I still am, but then the squirrels, yeah, I think what happened is we have some gophers or some moles or something, and they were driving off all the birds. They were eating the food. And what the squirrels didn't eat. But we ended up putting sunflowers out for the squirrels. And as I was looking through these cards, I realized there were a couple of things that really called out to me. So I'm going to do some more research. And I'm going to continue to learn more about the goddesses that are in this book. But this did not really do it for me, which is why I'm speeding through it and I'm doing this. It is the new moon in just a little bit, and I've been kind of getting some things done for the new moon. This new moon in Sagittarius is about new beginnings. I did a little bit of research about it, so excuse me if I look down. It is also about completion, and it's about letting go and releasing some of the things that didn't really work for you, projects that you didn't follow through with, that just didn't mesh this past year, this filled with some of the habits that and patterns that you have in your life that you need to let go of and release, so that you can begin again, a new beginning, a better beginning, a new beginning, a new better beginning for next year, because this is it. This is the last month of this year. So one of the other things I think for me, well, it's about stopping some of the negative patterns and habits. It's also for me about opening up to being open to new things, to things that I am pulled to, and to keeping that door open for some of these new things, because maybe there's something I haven't even thought about. And although 2019 is going to be my depth year, it's also going to be a big year about learning. I have runes that I have not even learned how to use, and they're gorgeous. I really am digging learning about Yule and all the other, and the Wheel of the Year in general. I feel like this is a new start, a new beginning for me, and I'm excited about it. But I have to let go of things that aren't working, and sometimes that means not necessarily doing away with it, but making it work for me, and their way of doing that, not my way. So I'm just gonna look at them, research them, maybe do them intuitively, or maybe just use the goddess cards in general, or maybe make my own. That is something I've been thinking about, is making my own goddess kind of cards. We'll see. I don't know. That's a big project, but it might be something I can do a god and a goddess, one card every month, and learn about them. That might be something. So I'm going to go, because I don't want this to be too chatty, and I've got more chatting to do. Okay, I learned valuable lessons from studying the past. Use this gift when you are dissatisfied with your life or feel tormented by how different you believe things could or should have been. The present moment is your only point of power. Taking action now in harmony with what you know you have to do while using the past to guide your actions is the best way to change your future. So I was talking about stop repeating negative patterns, and some of the things that I need to probably do are learn valuable lessons from studying the past. But to be in the now. The present moment is your only point of power. Taking action now in harmony with what you know you have to do. And that is the depth year. I know I have to do the depth year. As much as I would love to be able to do whatever it is I want to do and spend money however I want to, it's not really, it is and isn't about the money. I don't want all my money spent on a bunch of supplies anymore. I want my money spent, see, these are things that I have had for a long while. I want to be more in harmony, more in balance with all the different sides of myself. And that means I have to slow things down some with certain things, speed things up with other things. And I really have to get into the groove of being mindful and present about everything that I'm doing, And that means following through with projects and going back to some of these things that I really love and enjoy and things like that. So I'm going to do a bit of journaling, personal journaling over here. I'm going to write down some things. I'm probably even going to pull a tarot card. I'm going to pull it from here and here, and I think then I will do the journaling. I love these cards, y'all. Six of Wands. Victor, triumphing, great news. Okay, let's see if we can find the Six of Wands in here. It is expectation crowned with its own desire, the crown of hope. Okay. That's interesting. So let's do a little bit more research. I'll be back. Okay. So I looked up what it meant, and then I looked at the images. And I don't know exactly. This feels definitely, this is like, this does not remotely feel like this card at all. The Six of Wands and this Six of Wands does not. But after looking at both of them, this one makes me think of tribe. This person has gotten something done. He's gotten rewarded, accomplished something, and he's being recognized. But it's more than that. He has support. He's cheerleaders. And I kept seeing that in the definitions that I looked up. And one of the things that I wrote down at the very end is support, you are not alone. Because this is how this feels. Like the person is alone. But they're not alone. In the Six of Wands, I don't see any six. I don't see anything that would be six of anything on this card. But I get the support. There's something in the background here. They've been, that's a circle. It looks like if it were supernatural, I'd say it was in a circle of holy fire, but I'm still, I don't know. I love the way that these look, but I'll do some more pulls with both cards, and I'm going to write the date down here, 3rd of December, 2018. And I'm going to try to do this every week. If this is something y'all are interested in, it won't be so all over the place like this video was, because I'm still learning. I can never get tarot cards back in the box like they're supposed to be. And then I think the next thing on the agenda is going through the cards, and maybe I'll pull another deck and I'll compare. Maybe I'll pull my Wizard's Tarot deck and compare, and maybe another deck, I don't know, and compare how the cards look. This is y'all's video that's just for y'all. I'm not putting this one up on YouTube at all. But I think I may do, once I get this done, I may talk about how I did this on the YouTube channel, the second one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And I think I am going to do more depth year stuff, and I might do that in here. This is coming along quite nicely. It really is. We have Mercury going direct on the 6th. The Moon and Venus rose together around 3:50. I don't know, this is GMT time, so I don't know what EST time it was, but that's what it has for tonight's Moon and Venus rise together. Tonight, maybe. I'm not trying to redo time with this. And then we have solstice on the 21st, and then on the 14th we have Mars being visible in the evening sky, and the moon will help us find the red planet on the 14th. Looks south just after sunset, so I don't know if that's true for Eastern Standard Time. And then there's supposed to be 120 meteors expected per hour after midnight. The 13th, 14th, we are having a meteor shower. I really like this, and I'm glad that I have this for next year in the EST time. I'm really happy about that. I like being able to look at this and to read this stuff. I like Sagittarius in the year ahead. I have read this. Feel the change in the cosmic weather. Sombre Saturn has moved on out of your sign, and you should become aware of a corresponding lightning in the atmosphere. Now its presence in this resources area of your life says you need to pay serious attention to organizing finances and to developing what has been proven to work for you into a future support in the world. It is important that you reflect on the harmonious balance between safety and security and the magical worlds of possibility which excite your imagination. Get it right and a dream could come true. Get it wrong and wild schemes could undermine the ground under your feet. You are by nature a traveler and explorer, but must always beware that you don't travel so far from home that you can't find your way back. Nevertheless, good fortune is promised this year from exploring the intangible, imaginable worlds of spirits and possibilities. The question is, how are you going to travel there? Take care with drink, drugs, and other out-of-it temptations. You'd be better advised to try meditative techniques to deepen your connection with music, film, and photography, and to familiarize yourself with the tides and currents of the watery world. You are seeking and will find inspiration. By the end of the year, when Jupiter returns to your sign, to its own sign, you will be all fired up with a new vision and masses of self-belief. That'll be the time to start packing your bags. That was pretty cool. The new moon is going to be in Sagittarius at the end of this week. For me on Friday. And then we have the oak or cold moon, the full moon in Cancer on the 22nd. I'm actually looking forward to this. This will be I might actually even take pictures and everything. So I'm actually going to do a new moon ritual and everything. So this is going to be very interesting. I haven't done a new moon page. I did do the full moon page, but I haven't done a new moon page. And I'm going to do that. But I really wanted to just write down information here. So, and do some artwork. I like how this looks. And that's it, y'all. I will be back soon with some more. Y'all let me know what y'all think and what y'all want. I also have this. David and I are researching our information for our garden, and this is one of the things that I'm really about to start really delving into hardcore, because I want to do some of this growing herbs that heal. I'm going to look through, and it has gardening techniques and everything. So this is something that I'm actually thinking about putting in here too. My research information. So I will see y'all again soon. Thanks for watching. If you have any requests or something that you'd like to suggest, please do so. If you have anything that you think I'd be interested in that you'd like to share, please do so. Thanks, y'all. Bye.